Did you ever hear someone's voice and only by hearing their voice, like your humor already changed? Like if it was a very annoying voice and then you stayed like annoyed like you stayed angry. But I'm not speaking only about the voice. I'm talking about the whole structure, the whole spirit. Like, did you ever hear someone and the voice, that sonority of their voice, it gave you pleasure, it gave you calmness, it gave you joy? Did this already happen to you? Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about that. Grace and peace for you that are listening to me. Thanks a lot for connecting and tuning in. Today, our main theme is powerful voice. Our main Bible verse is in Psalms chapter 29, verse 4. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. So here in Psalms 29, much like as Psalm 19, we have a whole chapter which is describing and talking about the characteristics of God's voice. Now, when we read in this psalm the characteristics of his voice, we see lightning, we see fire, we see smoke coming out, and we ask ourselves, is this really like this, or is this just a metaphor? So we go back to Genesis, where everything began, and there we see how the world started with God's powerful voice. We also see the dimension of God's power and how this is truly into fire and lightning in Exodus, when the people are at Mount Sinai and there they are receiving the Ten Commandments. After, we can also read Moses' own words saying how he was frightened and he was shaking after he had heard the voice of the Lord. Important to notice that the voice of God does not only bring us into moments of despair, of trembling and fear, it also brings us peace. We see how Jesus, he was in the middle of the storm, and with one word, he calmed down all the storm that was in the middle of the ocean, the sea, right? Sorry, in the middle of the sea. So the same way that we hear God's voice and it can bring us fear, it can also bring us joy. It can also bring us peace. But it is important that we listen to the right voice. So I ask you today, what voice are you listening? Are you listening to God's voice, which tells you that you are mighty, powerful, and wonderfully made? Or are you listening to the voice of the world? I hope this video has been a blessing for your life. Grace and peace.